Hi everyone, it's Tammy. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do the next prompt for the hashtag nothing but neutrals challenge. This week the prompt or base or whatever you want to call it is a postcard. So I have some postcards that I'm going to be working with, and like I've said since the beginning of this challenge, the two rules are to incorporate whatever base or piece that I give you in whatever you're making. You can make whatever you like. And the second is you can only use neutral colors, which are black, white, gray, and tan. Is that right? Black, white, brown, sorry. Black, white, gray, and brown, and any shade thereof. So, if you're new to the channel and you want to start doing the challenge, that's fine. You can pick up now and go on. But I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel that has all the previous prompts if you want to go back and start at the beginning, or just pick out the ones that you think sound interesting and do those. I'm okay with that too. This is your challenge as much as it is mine, so you're welcome to do it however you would like to proceed with it. If you do participate, or you want to see what other people are doing that are participating, you can put in this hashtag, nothing but neutrals, on Instagram or on YouTube, and all the videos or posts will come up from everybody that's participating, and you can see what other people have made for the challenge. Before I forget, next week the piece that I'm giving you is an easy one. It's a label. We all have labels, and if you don't, you can make one. There's stamps that are labels. So, the sky's the limit on that one. This one was a little bit tougher, not because most of us have postcards, but because they had to be neutral postcards. And so when I was trying to decide last night what I was going to do, I remembered that I had picked up a set of postcards at a thrift store that were kind of like an anniversary celebration of the building of the Erie Canal. And they're all neutral. They're either this kind of sepia color, or they are, black and white photos. So that's what I'm going to be using in today's make. And I'm actually using 3 different postcards. I'm going to use one with the picture up, which is the Erie Canal under construction. And I guess this was some kind of, in 1995, they had a celebration for Canal Days, and I guess that was some kind of anniversary. And so they printed this set of postcards that are limited edition to 5,000, and it had like, the box that I got was not full, but it's like a collection, I guess, of 25 different postcards that you could buy and keep as a souvenir. So this one, they had a contest, I guess, in school to draw a picture for the celebration, and this, I guess, was the winner. It was by a Wilson High School student, and New York. And then this postcard is an actual map of the Erie Canal. And I just cut it to be, you know, kind of tag shape and put some tea dye paper on the back because we're going to make that a tag. And then this one is a black and white of the actual canal and them working on it. And this one says the 1908 bridge construction, NYS Erie Canal. Okay, so what I have here is I have just a piece of tea-dyed paper that I fold in half like it's going to be a page on the journal. And so what I want to do is use two of the postcards as pockets and one of the postcards as, like I said, a tag. And then I have this Tim Holtz photo that I decal trimmed all around, and it looks to me like a construction crew or some kind of work crew. And so I'm going to put that in to kind of represent the workmen that were working on the canal. Sorry, kind of gravelly today. Our weather has been so up and down in ragweed is still terrible here, so we need rain really bad, and I think that would help. All right, so this is one of the Tim Holtz, these things, paper strips, and it's a neutral one. So I'm gonna start by putting this at the bottom just because I wanted something to kind of, one, break up the stacking of the postcards I'm going to do, and two, I want to try to bring together the color that's on this postcard, which is a more sepia look, and the color of this postcard that was black and white. So I'm going to put this down first. Make a little mark here where I want to cut it. I think I'm going to go this way. So how is everyone? I hope you had a great weekend. I did not get a Saturday video made. My schedule just got too full and I couldn't get it done. And I don't know if you guys saw on my Instagram, but my grandson broke his collarbone pretty significantly, and so I've been kind of checking on him all weekend. They did not do surgery, although they contemplated it at first, and decided to not do surgery, which is good. So I'm going to put this across the bottom of the page, and then I'm going to put this postcard. But of course this one needs to be aged up because it looks way too new. So I'm going to go around the edges and make some bends and stuff like that. But yeah, he's in the 3rd grade, and he's little bitty feller. I mean, he's tall, but he's really skinny. And he got pushed down by a 5th grader. Whether, my daughter really didn't say whether it was out of meanness or whatever. I mean, obviously the kid shouldn't have been pushing on him, but yeah, he pushed him down, and broke his collarbone, so she was not happy about that, and it was, on top of that, an employee's child. So bullying is just, I mean, if it was bullied, I'm not going to say he was being a bully because, like I said, she didn't really tell me the specifics other than another child had done it. So I'm not going to speculate. We have too much of that going on these days. But hopefully he's not in too much pain. I do know, because my husband broke his, that it's very painful. And I know little kids bounce back easier, but still, I'm sure it can't be very comfortable. Okay, so all I'm doing is kind of scratching up the surface and then going over it with Vintage Photo just to kind of make this look a little older. I like the way it puts scratches on there, and then once you have the scratches, if you go over it, you can see it really ages it up. Alright, so I cut that to go across the page, but now I'm wondering, do I just want it to be the width of the pocket? And I think I do, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off so that it's the width of the pocket. Okay, and so now I'm going to glue this onto the bottom of the page, and then I'm going to glue this pocket on top of it, like that. So anyway, that is that. And I also worked on Friday, especially, getting some of my fall decor out. I usually do fall because I do fall and Christmas. One, because fall and Christmas are my favorites, but two, Christmas and Thanksgiving are at my house, and so I like it to look nice when the fam comes for the holidays. But it was very hard to get motivated because it's been like almost 90 for the last few days. Yesterday it was really, really stifling hot. So that was... And of course I picked yesterday to do my screened-in porch. It's a little toasty. Okay, this one is going back here. And I'm going to cover up where it says 1995 and all that, because I want it to look more like vintage. The vintage side of it. So I did put the stamp on there and go ahead and put the postmark on there. So it is going to go like that, and I'm going to glue it as a pocket as well. Oh, and I'm going to put this little, this looks like a label to where somebody has paid their dues every month. So I thought maybe it was like union dues. And I'm going to cover up this where it talks about the art contest. Again, just because I want it to look more like photographs, you know, that were taken in that period rather than current 1995 postcards. Alright, so this one needs to go down first. And I'm going to put just a little mark so I know where to put the top when I get my glue on. Ooh, don't want to glue there. It's not going to be a pocket if I put glue all the way around it, is it? Okay. Try to get that straight. Oh, and on the top of this one, I have this little, this is one of the Tim Holtz strips as well, but I cut just part of it. And actually it's not going on the top of this one, it's going here. But it says, by skillful workmen. I think I put that too low. See if I can get it off. Yeah. Want it to be more like right there. Just in time I discovered that that's not where I wanted that. Okay, now let's glue this one on. Preferably even with the other one. Okay, so far so good. I think I'm going to take a little bit of water on my finger. Kind of smear this a little bit. Okay, now, like I said, this photo, I just trimmed it with a decal trimmer. Again, I'm gonna age it up a little bit. I like how Tim gave these kind of a wide border so you could use the decal trimmer with it and get a nice old-timey edge on them. I'm going back in with gathered twigs around this one to get a little bit of a darker edge. Okay, now, again, I'm going to hit it in a couple places with the sanding disc. I don't want to do anything to affect like where the faces are. Bend up the edges. Crinkle it. Nope. Okay, and then that's going to go in this pocket. Now we're going to embellish this bottom picture a little bit. Put my pen in my glue while we're laying it out. Alright, so I have this picture of this handsome young man that I'm going to put on here, and I've got one of the little Tim Holtz gauges, and I have a label, and I have a little ticket from 49 and Market that says identification check zone 1, and then I have a couple of cogs. So we're going to do something kind of like that, just to give it a focal point. Alright, so let's get these things inked up. So what are you guys working on? Are you doing fall? Have you finished fall and you're moving on to Thanksgiving and Christmas? I know that, I don't know why I put glue on that. I gotta glue down that guy first. Carol Laws is using the same kit that I am for to do end of the summer kind of beach journal too, which is purely coincidental, but it's Sam Pool's kit. It's a beautiful kit, and I have my signatures put together, and so hopefully I'll get to do some videos on that one. And then I have another small fall journal that I would like to get finished before I move on to Christmas. Seems like Christmas gets from Christmas to Christmas gets shorter every year. Maybe it's just me. But I do have quite a bit of Christmas ephemera already made from different challenges, 50 stack challenges from Amy at Crafty Cat and stuff like that. So that's good that I have. Plus I have some leftover things that I made last year that I ended up not using in journals. So I'll be able to get rid of those. Now, I will end this challenge before before everybody starts getting into the holiday stuff. There's enough stuff going on at the holidays that, you know, everybody's shopping and making Christmas gifts and doing Christmas journals and stuff like that. And so I will pause any kind of challenges probably at the end of October. And then I won't do anything until January. And then in January, we'll start something new, if I can think of something. I want to put this little ticket on there as well. Yeah, right there, I think. Alright, and then I'm going to put this one up at the top here, kind of like it's a tab. Because it is printed both sides. And this is 49 in market. And I'm just going to staple it on right up here in the corner with my tiny attacher. Just like that. Alright, now let me get the Fabri-Tac and glue on the two cogs. Haven't used this, so it's, I'm sure, clogged up. Oh, come on. I love the way this glue functions, but it drives me crazy. Trying to keep it from either being lava or coming out when you want it to. Let's put one there. And one there. Do I need 3? I feel like that if I don't have 3, it's not going to be right. Let me grab my container. And get maybe a smaller one. No, I don't want that one. It looks like it has hearts on it. I'm not a big heart fan. Well, this one. Okay. All right, so there is that. And let's get my splatter stamp. And I'm going to take my coffee or Cowgirl ink because these still kind of have a somewhat slick surface on them. I'm going to put some on the page. Here we go. All right, so there's our make using postcards. Oh, nope, not done. I forgot the tag. Were you yelling at me? All right, let's start by putting some splatters. Now we got to get rid of this white. So I'm going to go around the edges with gathered twigs. Excuse me. And then let's do some vintage photo kind of all over. And then I think I'm going to, it's going to go right here. Because I want you to be able to see that that's a postcard. I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. I was debating whether I wanted to put a tab on it, but I don't think I do. It comes up enough that you can grab it there. What I could do is put one of those tiny clips. I think I have some of those. Yep. just so it has another metal element. If I can get it on there. It's not wanting to squeeze open. There we go. Yep, now we're done. I'm glad I looked over there and saw that. So we have our postcard here. We have a tag made out of a postcard with writing on the back. And we have a postcard here. And then we have our photograph here of our little workman. Slides down in that pocket. And of course you have a whole journal page for a journal. So maybe this is where I'll go with my next journal. As a fill-in before I start Christmas stuff. So that's a good possibility. Maybe we'll do kind of a masculine kind of journal, which I always enjoy doing. Alright, so that's it. And like I said, next week is easy peasy. It's a label. And however you want to use it. So don't forget, follow #NothingButNeutrals, and you can see what everybody else is doing, or you can post what you've done so we can all see your beautiful work. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys back on Thursday for I Saw It on Pinterest. Until then, everybody have a great week. Bye.